Cruise news. I have some important information on cruise cancellations. Also, there are other cruises that have been delayed. I'm going to get you all of those cruise updates along with key information that you need to know, plus the latest headlines from across the cruise industry. I'm going to get you all this information. I'm going to get it to you fast coming up. Okay, I am coming to you from the balcony of the condo we're staying at here at Pompano Beach, Florida. We just finished our cruise on Carnival's Mardi Gras cruise ship, and in a few days we'll be going on a cruise on the Carnival Liberty. But look, if you're with us for the first time, my name is Jason, and here on the Travel Scouts, we aim to be your cruise information channel. We get you the cruise news and information you're looking for quickly without wasting your time. So if you love cruising, consider subscribing. Let's go ahead and start this off with number one. There has been a fire on board a cruise ship. This happened this morning on board P&O Cruises Pacific Adventure cruise ship. Here is some footage. It seems the fire began around 3:15 a.m. from a passenger cabin or balcony. All guests were told to grab their life jackets and head to their muster stations. They were informed that the fire was extinguished around 3:45 a.m., but they had to remain in the muster stations until head counts and other processes were completed. The mustering ended up being completed around 5:06 a.m. this morning, so definitely some tired passengers on board this P&O cruise ship. So some real quick takeaways from this situation. One of those would be on embarkation day, definitely take note of where your muster station is. Sometimes some individuals are so excited to get going with the cruise, they'll check the box and check in at their muster station and then later forget exactly where that was located at. So take note of that. Also, take note of where your life jacket is. On some cruises, your life jacket is in your stateroom, and in other cruises, you get that at your muster station. Take note of those important matters and then enjoy your cruise. Number two, the Carnival Sunshine cruise ship has experienced a delay due to severe weather. The cruise ship was expected to arrive back in Charleston, South Carolina early Saturday morning, but was unable to do so. The ship did sustain some damage due to winds and rough wave conditions. We were on Carnival's Mardi Gras cruise ship at the same time, and Saturday morning we also experienced some rough weather, but I believe it was much worse for the Carnival Sunshine because that ship was a little further north. Cruisers who were en route to the port for the Carnival Sunshine cruise that was set to depart on Saturday were able to receive text updates if they opted to receive them. We have a friend that was on that cruise and they were not able to board the cruise ship until around 11:30 p.m. on Saturday night, and we have received word that they have now set sail. One key tip, when you go on a cruise after you complete the online check-in, you will often receive a text where you can opt in to receive text updates. That is definitely a good idea to do that for situations such as this. Number three, a Norwegian cruise line employee has been arrested on federal charges of sexual assault. The Norwegian employee was a stateroom attendant on board the Norwegian Jewel cruise ship. The crew member had entered a woman's cabin several times and closed the door. It is against cruise ship policy for a crew member to be alone with the guest in a cabin with the door closed. The woman also reported that the stateroom attendant touched her inappropriately. The FBI questioned the crew member and he denied going into her cabin and closing the door, but he later admitted that he had lied to investigators after they showed him video footage from the cruise ship. Norwegian Cruise Line has now terminated the employment of the crew member and he was placed under arrest by the FBI. Now, it is Alaska cruise season and a lot of people like to do whale watching. Well, I want to share this real short video with you. Number four, a humpback whale almost hits a small boat off the coast of Long Beach, New York. Here is the video. It seems the whale was doing some feeding and almost had a collision. That would have been amazing to see and a little scary. Well, today is International Burger Day, and that leads us to number five. Carnival Cruise Line has announced consumption data for their popular Guy's Burger joint. Carnival has said that they serve up nearly 30,000 burgers every single day. That's about 10.5 million every year. Now, Carnival Cruise Line's Guy's Burger Joint has 5 different ways that you can get your burger. But the question is, which of those 5 ways is the most popular? Well, in really fast fashion, I'm going to give you the full breakdown of their 5 different styles of burgers, and here they are. Coming in at number 5 is the pig patty, and it is ordered 577,000 times every year. Number 4 is the Chilius Maximus. It is ordered 640,000 times every year. At number 3 is the Ringer. It is ordered 2.3 million times every year. Then at number 2 is the Straight Up. It is ordered 3.2 million times each year. And at number 1 is the Plain Jane, ordered 3.7 million times every year. Okay, we have 5 cruise news pieces remaining, including the top headlines of the day, but quick question, chime in below. Speaking of Guy's Burger, there's no doubt that it is a popular food venue on board Carnival cruises. However, here's the question. Is Guy's Burger your favorite food venue on a Carnival cruise? Chime in below with an A, yes, or B, no. And if Guy's Burger is not your favorite venue, then what is your favorite food venue on a Carnival cruise? Chime in with that. But now on with the cruise news. Number 6, the U.S. Coast Guard has conducted an evacuation of a 3-year-old girl and her mother from the Emerald Princess cruise ship. Here is some footage. The cruise ship was approximately 90 miles off the coast of Santa Barbara at the time. The child was experiencing seizure-like symptoms. The evacuation was completed with the MH-60 Jayhawk, and we pray that the child is now doing well. Number 7, Royal Caribbean will be introducing a new item for sale this fall. 10 Royal Caribbean cruise ships currently have standalone Starbucks shops on board. This fall, they will introduce colorful ship-themed coffee mugs for each of these ships. If you would like to see a full list of the cruise ships that these mugs will be available for, I will place that list down in the video description. And then very important, number 8, the final boarding time for Carnival cruises going out of Galveston, Texas will be earlier than originally planned. Instead of being on board 60 minutes prior to setting sail, the final boarding time for guests is now 90 minutes prior to setting sail. 6 cruises are impacted. This includes sailings for the Carnival Breeze, the Carnival Dream, and the Carnival Vista, with departure dates between May 27th and June 3rd. Carnival Cruise Line did not note a reason for the change. However, Royal Caribbean recently made a similar change and said it was due to, quote, newly implemented customs and border protection policies. So getting to port on time is very important, and one of the places where things can go wrong is with the flight to the port. And that leads us to number 9. Data has been released on which U.S. airports have the longest and shortest wait times. The wait times combines the average security and passport control wait times. The 3 slowest airports are the JFK International Airport in New York, San Francisco International Airport in California, and the Miami International Airport in Florida. The 3 fastest airports are the Baltimore and Washington International Airport in Maryland, the San Antonio International Airport in Texas, and the San Jose International Airport in California. If you would like to see the top 10 slowest and fastest airports in regards to wait times, along with what those wait times are, I will place that information down in the video description. And then number 10, Royal Caribbean and Celebrity Cruises have forcibly canceled cruises for some guests. Recently, Royal Caribbean and Celebrity Cruises have made a lot of overbooking mistakes. In response, they have offered some sweet compensation for guests willing to give up their reservations. But evidently, they did not get enough takers. One case in point is the lady pictured here. She did not opt to give up her reservation, but was later contacted and told her 12-night cruise from Japan with Celebrity Cruises was canceled. And the rub is that she had already booked $6,000 worth of airfare and hotel reservations that were both non-refundable and non-transferable. So now she is sort of stuck. So in regards to cancellations, here are some very key takeaways. First, cancellations can occur, so be prepared. Second, when there is high risk or high dollars involved, be sure that you get good travel insurance. And third, plan for contingencies. If your cruise is canceled, what else can you do that is affordable to salvage your trip? These are very important things to think through. Okay, subscribe and turn the notification bell on to stay up to date with the latest cruise news and information. The next video will be coming out soon, but until then, keep on cruising, and we'll catch you in the next video.